Are you on the go but still want that insight? Simply text Hazel Lee plus your question to 78887. Hazel Lee Psychics. No nonsense readings.
We are live and exclusive on the Facebook page of Hazel Lee Psychics. Like, share and tag a friend for your chance to receive some free psychic insight.
So I've gathered some of the UK's top psychics, logged them into one system and made it really possible for you to get your very own reading with me or any one of them. My PIN number's 5680. You'll find me there by dialing 0330 114 0110. Can't wait to speak to you. See you soon.
And now it is time to get interactive. Hello and welcome to a wonderful Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the full moon tonight. That's right. If you are in the UK or really much anywhere in the world, the full moon is happening right now. As in this second, this moment in time, it is happening as we speak. Can you believe it? I can, because I know it's happening. That's the benefits of working in astrology areas. All right, so we're going to be talking about the full moon. Okay, what is this full moon? And and the names of a few full moons coming up as well. I've got my little notes and things like that here. I've written out some things so I don't forget everything. You know what I'm like. Oh, terrible. But if you would like to get yourself a hot little reading right now, here at hazelleepsychics.co.uk, you can get yourself a phone reading right now. These are the numbers to call: 0330 114 0110, and you can speak to our receptionist right now, and you can pick up the phone and you can go, hi, I'd like to speak to a psychic who's available. We've got Hazel Lee available right now. I can pop you through this second. That's how easy it is to speak to the one, the only, the lovely Hazel Lee. Her guide, Kamal, is going to make sure that you get that information very, very directly and correctly, okay? It is very straightforward, no nonsense readings from Hazel Lee. Her PIN number is down here on the screen. 5680 is her number. And the other number to call if you're in the UK, 0907 995 0010. It's so easy, even I can do it, okay? The other thing that you can do with your mobile phone, other brands are available, is you can get yourself a text message. That's right, a fantastic text message. Send one word, Hazel Lee, then leave a space, then pop in your question and send it to 78887. So that is 78887, and then hit that send button, and it is going to go to one of our team at Hazel Lee Psychic that'll answer your question and send it straight back to you. That's right, it's so easy, it's so simple. £1.50, it is nothing to get your question answered. Really, it's fantastic. What is your question for this evening? I want to know everything. Let me know, because I am here to give you some guidance. We can talk about anything you like, except for four little things. Anything to do with health, pregnancy, legal or financial. I'm afraid we cannot and will not answer them, so please don't ask us. But anything else, completely on the table. Ask away. Absolutely. We are here on Facebook. Make sure you hit that like button on Facebook, and thank you so much for joining us. We are also live on YouTube, so hello to everybody on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell so you get those notifications to find out when we are going live. That's right, live. What is it you would like to know this evening? It is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go into some questions as soon as I tell you a little bit more about this moon. And then we're going to go to some questions. I'm going to tell you a bit more. What is the benefits of a full moon. Well, this particular moon right now that we are experiencing, go outside, have a look out your window. Oh my goodness, there's a full moon. It is called, well, the May moon, I should say. It's called the flower moon in the Northern Hemisphere. Northern Hemisphere have names for the moons. Southern Hemisphere doesn't have names for the moon because, well, you know, places like Australia haven't been around long enough. In a way. Sorry, Australia. I know. I do love you. I really do. I will always call Australia home. But you know, when it comes to the moon, the Southern Hemisphere don't really have the names. But so, for example, the May moon is called the flower moon. Why? Because it's a time to plant those beautiful flowers and they coming into bloom. Really, that's what it's all about. Okay. Other names for the May moon is all the planting moon, the milk moon. It comes up all the time. There are no, not this year. No, next year. No. Okay. I'm just looking at the blue moons. Do you know what a blue moon is? A blue moon is when a full moon happens very rarely, and 2 full moons happen in the same month. We actually have one coming up this year in October 31st. Would you believe the blue moon is going to be happening October 31st this year? Amazing. Amazing. I think it's pretty amazing, but I'm going to give you a little bit more info a little bit later on. Right, Mr. P, who have we got up this year? Tina. Hi, Tina. What is your question? You're still waiting for Mr. Right. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? I'm going to grab Clive here. Clive, Tina would like to know if Mr. Right, not Mr. Right now, but Mr. Right is going to show up in Tina's life. Oh, look, without hesitation, Clive, Mr. P's wonderful pendulum has gone straight to yes for this one. And let's have a look. I want to look at timing here. Tina, I want to know about timing. Okay, I want to go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah. September. Nope. October. No. All right. What were we going? June. July. Do you know what? There is a bit of movement in July, but August, yeah, go straight to right. August is a definite big hard fat yes. There is a little bit of movement around July, okay? It wasn't to a straight yes, and it was sort of getting there. So I want to say towards the end of July, I'm seeing Mr. Right, not Mr. Right now, Mr. Right walk into your life, okay, Tina? So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight as to when this is going to happen. Thank you so much for your question. Deborah is up next. Hi, Deborah. What is your question? Would love to know about your love life. Fantastic. All right, let's have a look at your love life. I want to go here with your love life for Deborah. Okay, does Deborah have a love life? Is Deborah getting a love life? All of these questions plus more show me what I need to know about Deborah's love life. Right, well, in the past, up until now, it has been a little bit of a challenge, okay? But at the same time, your love life has been pushed on pause, okay? But it's been pushed on pause for a reason. There is an actual reason behind your pause button, and that is a reconnection, okay? That is what I'm seeing here. It's a reconnection with somebody in the past, somebody that you've known before, from very much a heartfelt connection to the past. That's one of the ones I'm looking for. This is the Ten of Pentacles. It's talking about love, light, and harmony and joy, but this is having a little bit of faith. The answer to your question is, what about your love life? That you are going to get one. You have to release the past in order to bring the future forward, okay? And that's really what I'm getting. There, lo and behold, we were just talking about the moon, and there's the moon coming forward, giving that divine guidance on it and saying, you know what, there's someone coming. But as to timing, look, I know you're not going to like me for saying this, but I don't feel like this is straight away for you, okay? I feel like there's a few months here. There is a couple. No, I want to go back. There is a few months here in terms of a waiting period, okay? There is a little bit of karmic debt that still needs to be cleared out of your cycle, and then this return comes in, okay? But I do see something happening for you this year that is going to make your cheeks hurt from smiling so much. Thank you so much for your question. All right, who else do we have this evening, Mr. P? Hi, Star Travels. Thank you so much for your question. What is your question? You want to know if, want to know if Brian is seeing another woman today. Let's have a look. Is Brian seeing another woman today? Star Travels would like to know, is Brian seeing another woman today? Please. Oh, that's where you want to go. All right. That's where you want to go. Okay. All right. The answer to that question is, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, the answer to that question is yes, I do have two females specifically, on his mind. They are at odds with each other, but this is very much something here where I do have love in his heart for an individual that happens to just make sense, not necessarily emotional sense for him. The answer is I do get happiness and joy around him at this present moment in time, going on new journeys, and I'm getting messages here. This is physically written messages that I'm getting, so this would be a phone or a text or something like that. Is he going to see them physically in person? I feel like this is very much having a person on his mind, certainly hearing from them on the phone, but as to whether or not that he's going to be seeing, look, I feel like the answer is yes, okay? I've got to be completely honest with you. I definitely feel like the answer is yes, but I don't feel like this person is a threat, okay? So thank you so much for your question, Mr. P. We are going to go to a quick break, and then afterwards we are going to talk about the moon a bit more, and then we're going to do some more questions. Yay, questions! I love them. All right, after this break. G'day, it is Snowy here, and I have a hot tip for you. We all know that sometimes calls aren't convenient for everyone, or maybe you just want to dip your toe into getting a little bit of psychic insight. Well, pick up your mobile phone and you can get a text message. How do you do that? Easy. Pop in the one word Hazel Lee, leave a space, type in your question and send it to 78887 and hit send button. If it's your first time texting through, make sure you pop your name and your date of birth because we want to know who we're talking to. And as a gift from us to you, we are going to give you your first text response back absolutely free. It won't cost you anything, okay? So try it out today. Who knows what insight you might receive. And we're back. Yay, fantastic. Now, I did say I was going to give you a little bit more information on the moon tonight, and if you are just joining us, my name is Snowy, and I would love for you to share the love around. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that share button because we want to share out the love. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, tonight, as I mentioned, is the full moon. But do you know what's special about this full moon? Other than being called the flower moon, tonight is a super moon. Oh my God, that's amazing, isn't it? Do you happen to know what a super moon is? Well, I do, and I'm going to tell you. Now, a super moon was coined back in 1979. See, I've got to remember all this now. By an American bloke who was an astrologer, obviously, and I'm trying to think, Richard Nolle. I keep seeing his name in my. Basically, all it means is a super moon is when the moon goes around, and it is the closest proximity to the Earth as it is going to get during that year. Okay, we've actually had, this is our third supermoon for the year, because we've been in a pretty hectic spin so far. Our next supermoon, would you believe, isn't until April 2021. It is amazing. So if you haven't seen the moon tonight, please go outside and have a look. I mean, after the show, obviously, because it's a pretty big moon tonight. It is amazing. Right, some more questions, Mr. P. Julie Graham, hi, Julie Graham. You'd love a crystal ball reading. Oh, let me grab it. There we go. I got it. Here we go. Right. Now, Julie Graham would like a crystal ball reading. My fingerprints all over it. Get them off. There we go. Right. Now, Julie only wants negative news. Is that right? I'm sorry, Julie. I can't help myself. Right. Let's have a look. This is interesting. Okay. Right. This was interesting, Julie, because I couldn't quite work out why they were showing me. What they're showing me is actually a fence, okay? Specifically, it's like a wooden fence, but it's not a fence that divides a neighbor, for example. And I'm it's like, why am I seeing this fence that seems to be just randomly in the middle of nowhere? When I zoom out of the picture to give me a bit bigger understanding, seeing the bigger picture, so to speak, what it's actually showing me here is this fence is it's like it's unstable at the bottom bit. Okay, this is very much indicative of your barriers. Guess what's going to happen if you blow on it, lean on it, or just look at it sideways? This fence is going to fall over. This is saying that this is not a solid fence at all. This is fantastic news, okay, because it's only going to be a matter of time before this fence falls over. Why do I keep going on and on and on about a fence? Well, look, this is, like I said to you before, indicative of your barriers going forward. I really do feel like because I keep seeing this wood, you know, these grounding effects. This is you're about to break the barrier, if you will, of this new positivity coming in, as well as this new path that's going to be taken. It's kind of like, look at it this way. You know the story of the secret garden, finding the special key, opening up the door and seeing this magical nursery of plants and things like that. That's very similar to what I'm seeing here. It's very much saying that once this fence falls over, because it's only a matter of time, it's like this whole new fantastical path is open up for you. Okay, so this is good times ahead. Just got to blow that fence over. Thank you so much for your question. It's going to happen really soon. Mel is next. Hi, Mel. How are you? Are you well? What do I see about Mel losing the crystal ball? About your love life. Is that right, Mr. P? Love life? Love life. Thank you so much. Oh, that's very cute. Straight away, what has come forward is bubbles. I'm like, oh, that's cool, because they're moving down. And it's like somebody's blowing them. What does this mean? Bubbles is very, very, now I'm not calling you a child, but it's a very childlike attitude. This is saying the wonder, the awe, the fascination in terms of love is very much coming into your life. The fact that bubbles don't last very long, that's how long it's going to take for somebody to come into your life. Okay, Mel? This is very much, I want to say straight away, no if, buts, or what's about it. The wonder, joy, and excitement that you once had when you were a kid chasing bubbles around. That's what I'm seeing, getting those feelings inside. Kind of a bit like having butterflies in your stomach when you're going to be meeting this person, and you're going to be meeting them pretty darn quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if you met them by the end of the month, to be honest with you. All right, thank you so much for your question, Mel. All right, we have Lewis. Hi, Lewis. On YouTube, thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. What is your question, Lewis? How did Kay feel about tagging him in the on the post on social media last night? How did Kay feel about tagging on the post? How did Kay feel? Do you know what? I'm looking for positivity. I'm looking for negativity, and I'm just not getting it. I'm just not getting either yes or no, or like in terms of which way do I want to lean. I'm certainly not annoyed, because that would be coming through very, very strongly. Am I looking at this as connection to other things, or rather than it just being a tag? Do you know what? I've got to be completely honest with you here. I don't feel he's thinking much of it at all. Okay. Did it cross his mind that you've tagged him? Yes, it did. But has he thought about this? Oh, well, she shouldn't have done that. No. Oh, she shouldn't. I'm really pleased that she's done that. I'm not feeling that way either. Okay. And when I've just pulled a couple of cards here, and I've got literally the Tree of Life here, and this is saying that everything is interconnected. Again, this is not a negative or a positive. I feel like you want me to turn around and say, oh no, he hated it and he's really holding it against you. But I can't do that, because that's not what I'm getting. I don't actually feel like it's crossed his mind that much at all. It's a non-issue. It really is. That's what I've got to go with here. It's a complete non-issue. Okay. This is very much, there's the King of Cups. This is very much a person that thinks about bigger things. Okay. I've got to be completely honest with you, and that's what I'm getting. Thank you so much for your question. Make sure you hit that little love button. Show us a little bit of love, because you know what Mr. P's like. We all know what Mr. P's like. He's a great. Ooh. You know what I mean. Don't make him upset, but hit a little bit of love and show him how much we appreciate everything we do, because we do. We wouldn't have a show without Mr. P, honestly. But do you know what else Mr. P has just told me? Here at Hazel Lee Psychics, we have a lovely reader by the name of Gertrude Irish, who is just come off of a call, logged in all the way from Australia, over in Queensland. She is ready and waiting to take your call. She occasionally does our lives too. So if you are drawn to Gertrude, she is a fantastic reader, automatic writer, and pet psychic as well. Her PIN number is 5697. Thank you. 5697 is Gertrude's PIN number. These are the numbers to call. 0330 114 0110 or 0907 995 0010. You can be on the end of the phone talking to Gertrude. Now, do you remember yesterday I hinted at the fact that we have some exciting news? I am just wanting to remind you that next week we have some exciting news. So you're going to have to wait and watch and be tuned in on Monday when we announce the new exciting news. We are shaking things up a little bit. We are making it easier for you to get yourself a reading all across the globe. So you have to stay tuned. That's it. As simple as that. Stay tuned. Let's do some more readings, Mr. P. Hi, Grace. You're on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. You would like a message that you may need to know. That is a great idea. I have just picked up these deck of cards because I really am drawn to them for you, Grace. These are a beautiful deck of cards. They are Colette Baron Reed's Oracle Animal cards. They are beautiful, and I really do feel strongly for you, okay? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, ooh, okay. I went to pick out 5, but 2 came out at once. All right. So this is the message for you, Grace, okay? This is the beautiful rhino. The rhino says, overcome any obstacle. You have the ability to plow through anything that seems to come up in your way, because lo and behold, there is the sweet honeybee, and the sweet honeybee is upside down. There we go. And it's telling you sweet results await. That's right. Sweet results await. This is saying absolutely, this is talking about prosperity and beautiful things being surrounded. This is also talking a little bit about romance and love. Then we have the beautiful turkey, American turkey, that says give with gratitude and grace. You are going to be getting the opportunity to show people how much of a caring human being you are. There is the flamingo. The flamingo says, embrace the in-between. Right now, we know that you're at a bit of a crossroad, a bit of a pause in your life, if you will. And then don't worry, everything's going to go into full gear. Then these two came out together. I was only going to pull one more, but the other one was definitely sure that they wanted to come in. There is the turtle, slow and steady, wins the race. There is the panther, and the panther is saying, reclaim your power. Take this time out right now. Chill, take a deep breath, and center yourself. That's the message I'm really getting for you at this present moment in time, because you've got a lot of things coming, but patience is a virtue. Not mine, but it's going to be a good virtue for you, Grace. Thank you so much for your question. We have time for a few more before I jump onto the phone line so I can get a reading to you. That's it. So simple, so easy. If you'd like a reading with me, my PIN number is 5682, and I will be logged on and available a few minutes after this live. So stay tuned. All right, who have we got next, Mr. P? Karen would like a crystal ball reading. Hi, Karen. Karen will pick up YY here. Yep, there. Right, Karen, what they're showing me here is a footpath, actually. Okay, zooming out of the picture to take away from the footpath here, I'm seeing on either side of the footpath, carefully, that's not even a word, carefully manicured lawns. Okay, this is talking about going through the pathway, okay, that you're meant to be doing your life with. No, you're meant to be doing things with your life. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, the pathway is very, very clear in the aspect of saying you are on the right path. There isn't anything that you need to sort of shift, or somebody needs to stop you from going on the grass and move you back onto the path. It is very clear that you are walking this path. I know that you doubt yourself sometimes, because they're telling me you do. And this is very much saying, with this pathway that is showing me very, very clearly, you are exactly where you need to be, and you are exactly on the right path. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but the answers are going to come to you with time and understanding. The pathway you are on is the correct one. Thank you so much for your question, Karen. All right, Mr. P, who else do we have this evening? We have a couple more. Hi, Jody. How's it going? May you have a message about new romantic relationship coming to you. No problems. Let's have a look for you, Jody. New romantic relationships coming to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Facebook. We love new faces, and make sure you share that love out as well, because we love to share. Okay, now we're looking at romantic relationships for you, and I have some bad news and I have some good news, okay? But the bad news isn't what you think, it's actually good news. So it's really good news and good news, but, you know, take it however you will. Okay, right, here's the thing. The first card I have up for you is transformation card. Excuse me. It's the transformation card of your mind, okay? It is a death, if you will, of an old preconceived idea of what your future should look like in terms of a relationship. So that's the bad news. You know, your ideas of what you need to have in a relationship are going to be out of the window. So it's not really bad news, is it? But the good news is, here we go, the pieces of your life, the clock, if you will, is turning. The pieces of your puzzle that is your life are falling into place, and it is falling into the place of romance and relationships. This is the best card you can get when it comes to looking at the overall picture of the relationship. That's the 10 of Cups there. This is the 3 of Cups, saying there is joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Joy, happiness, and fulfillment. It's there. It is there. It is also coming to you from a return. That is a bloke sitting on a pier going, oh, finally, that ship's coming back to me. I've been waiting long enough. This is a return of something. So you need to leave those preconceived ideas of the past in the past and look to the future as something completely new. But I do feel that there is a return here, okay, and specifically of a romantic connection. Again, we've got not only, here we go, let me go back to it. Not only have we got the 10 of Cups saying happy families, happy life, happy everything. There we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is saying happiness all around. No, it's not just about finances here. It is literally about the other aspects of your personal life. There's the partnership card. There's you, very intelligent. You're going to make the right decisions. You need to leave the past in the past. Okay, Jody, thank you so much for your question this evening. Time for one more this evening before I'm jumping onto the phone lines. That's right. I will be logged on and available. Give me a few minutes. My PIN number is 5682. I will be ready and willing to take your call after this live. Lucky last for this evening. And it is Bridget. Bridget? Okay. All right, Bridget. Crystal ball reading, and you've never had one. Thank you so much, Bridget. All right. I'm trying to work out. That looks like a... Okay, this is interesting. They took me... This time they did it backwards. What they did is they took my point of view far away, and then they've had to really come in close, okay, rather than it being there, and then I've got to back up. What it was is I was seeing a bird in the distance, and I'm like, that's interesting. Is that a seagull? Because it was white, and I'm like, no, okay, getting closer. It's actually a swan, okay? I know you're thinking, how do you get a seagull mixed up with a swan? Hey, I was far away, okay? And what I'm very much being shown here is a swan is never ever alone, and it's still not alone in this particular scenario here. There is very much a companion here, and they're reminding me swans mate for life. Okay, they are very much the soul connection. This is really what I'm being shown here. It is like that swan song of harmony and love. This is what I'm getting for you. I'm getting unabridged, unabiding, completely and utterly fulfilled, soul-wrenching love becoming you as a soul entity, and it will be in your life, okay? The reason that I'm getting that here so clearly is they're saying this is coming. This is absolutely coming. This is going to be the one person you spend the rest of your life with, and that's what I'm getting really, really clearly. They're coming. All right. Thank you so much for your question. Brigitte? No, that's not right. Bridget. Sorry, Bridget. Thank you so much for your question, and thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everybody. Now, remember what I said about the full moon, the super flower full moon tonight, okay? If you have not seen it, please go outside, open the window, just have a look, and you know what? Great time for manifesting. If you all wonderful people have crystals, please put them on your windowsill or in the backyard or somewhere like that, and let them soak up the beautiful moonlight rays, because they're gonna get charged and they will absolutely thank you for it. And from me, thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna say hooroo and good night from Hazel Lee Psychics. Bye-bye.
So I've gathered some of the UK's top psychics, logged them into one system and made it really possible for you to get your very own reading with me or any one of them. My PIN number's 5680. You'll find me there by dialing 0330 114 0110. Can't wait to speak to you. See you soon.
Are you on the go but still want that insight? Simply text Hazel Lee plus your question to 78887. Hazel Lee Psychics. No nonsense readings.